Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT Champion, and now it's time for a custom race on Gran Turismo Sport. So probably this time I might be able to use the Mazda 787B burst. And then, looks like it's time for the LM55 Group 1 to go second board, because might be very good for this segment, because Group 1 for only 2 Rotary race car. So this is very perfect to be able to get to use. So looks like this is very good for between the 2 Rotary race car. So looks like I might be able to see the differences about the Mazda LMP race car board. So probably the 787B is the Group C race car, was definitely used for a prototype in 1991, 24 Hours of Le Mans. And now looks like the second one that I'm ready to use is the LM55 Vision Gran Turismo Group 1. A very perfect use for Group 1 category regulations, will be quite giving a good recommended use. So looks like I'm ready to go to use the 2 Rotary race cars for this moment. So looks like I might be able to go and get started for today's race sport. So maybe if I could probably have to use the 787B to race on over to Autodromo de Interlagos. So that might be very good for giving a good start for today's race event. So I might be able to do a sunrise and sunset event, because this might be giving a good choice for having a relatively moment for it. Alright, now let's get ready to go, and let's set up with a total of race event by 6. That might be giving a good choice by giving a better start for it. So 7 laps might be okay. Just always gonna have to set things better as usual. But even so, I might be able to get ready to race, because, well, I hope you guys really enjoy the LM55 Vision GT Group 1 as a library version of the LM55. But, well, maybe might be a very good choice between 2 Mazda Group 1 cars, because it's very giving us the best opportunity ever to be raced around here for. Just giving it most momentarily to see which one is the better performance. So looks like this might be getting to find out to see it for it. So the car settings can also giving us a check on it, because the 787B has a 5-speed transmission, was definitely also uses in the 1990s. So here we go, and let's talk about some details about each specific types of cars, from past and future for it. And I'm about to go and race, and here we go. Taking a little hard race challenge on Interlagos, that will be very giving a fine choice for a good start. So definitely, this could get very challenging up here for this one prototype car to race around in Interlagos. Oh, looks like the Audi is not having a good time to try to master it. Acceleration to go slower. Well, this may be the first time we're using the 787B to drive around in the Brazilian track. So it's only taking a little bit more flying competition race. Okay, so this will keep the throttle up hold, and then approaching in on the last turn. Well, good thing that the LM55 joins in for today's race event, because this is going to be a very good choice for us. So I hope this will be able to see the good differences between the modern old-style race car and futuristic race car for it, because, well, probably the LM55 was designed and made in 2015, since Gran Turismo on holiday updates. Well, Lisa's always enjoying having a nice time of the year. But now, looks like this will get everything prepared for GT Sport. Get things more heated up for a fine competition for us. Alright, looks like I'm almost there to keep it up a bit. So let's just kind of go and switch up in the hood view and this will give it a go. Just trying to go and keep it up until if I reached up to the Tomahawk Group 1, this will give a much better triple choice because racing medium tires was already on. Third lap time's on the charm. Looks like this will get closer in for it. There's the LM55 I was looking for it because this will give it a better look-alike differences for each specific model. So let's just kind of try and make a little slow, fast pace for it. But definitely the corner after the straight is getting a little challenging. So differently, the LM55 was differently shaped for the differences model at the second generation was definitely quite giving a good use for it. Well, I kind of think that it was definitely in 20 years for Mazda LMP prototype cars to be ever used for it. But it is very stylish, featured race tech for the LM55 for it, but well, maybe most other Mazda fans really like the 787B to give them a strong advantage for it. So let's just go to the differences type model for it. So looks like the LM55 has that new stylish headlights, and also the 787 has that old style headlights. Well, we also like the two LMP prototype cars because it has that best advantage for it. Now, only I've got to do is 6 more to go and catch up for it, because this will give it much better, since I just finally passed on to the LM55 race car. Now, I'm gonna go and keep it up on the small hairpin corners. That should do it. Now, all I have to do is overtake the TSO30 hybrid, then going on to the Hyundai N 2025 Vision GT Group 1, then 4 cars to go straight to it. That'll be good to take a little first turn corner pass on the 750R hybrid picture. Take a little steady turn going in by using up the apex. Go straight to the TSO50 hybrid. Okay, so definitely giving a little bit better time to keep the throttle cold and steady without taking a little spin out. Mazda 787B is the MR drivetrain for the LMP category type because it is very stronger for the mid-engine on the rear, because that might be very good suitable choice for it since Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. But anyway, well, the difference in the style of the rims is definitely giving us a throw since GT3 was been released featuring this car in debuts. Well, I kind of think that the rim style was definitely full style was definitely included for it. But later in Gran Turismo 4, the front one is definitely quite covered up for it. It is all white color for it. And then the rear color of the both racing wheel style, it is definitely quite very bronze, or definitely a copper one for it. Well, even so, that the rear of the rim style is definitely bronze, of course. We'll make sure that if anybody can also have a following up the research about the Mazda 787C Group C prototype race car, that'll be giving us a little understanding about each spec of this vehicle to be able to be used for it. But even so, that the Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo was definitely becomes an all-wheel drive prototype race car that is definitely quite giving the good, perfectly used to racing around the track with any advanced technical corners, but it is hybridized with the MR drivetrain on it. It is definitely giving a better manner to it. So, looks like it's going to be the final lap, and looks like I'm going to catch up to the Audi R18 second gen model. This will get it much pretty harder to be keeping up with using this 6-speed transmission to go powerful. Okay, looks like the LMP1 is definitely giving a good time to do a little bit breathing style for it. Can't let that MR to go end up in second. Okay, almost there. Looks like the R18 is coming in to reach first place on the finish line. Okay, well, that's a second place clear. Well, I kind of think that was a pretty good run for the 787B board. But anyway, looks like that was a good race for today. Just giving it a good workout here on the Interlagos track boards. So, looks like that was a good second place earnings going in for it. Well, I did my best, folks. That was a lot of hard work for using the old style prototype race car board, because this old dog really wants to have his new tricks, because that's how what people always said. So, looks like this is very good job on the 787B. So let's just gonna go on over to the next race. So I would like to think that having a little race at Branch Hatch Grand Prix circuit will be very good. So looks like this time it's going to be at sunset. And now looks like I might be able to get ready to race with the Mazda LM55 Vision Gran Turismo Group 1 with using the all-wheel drive drivetrain on it, because this is a second generation of the 787B, but they always love to call it the LM55 Vision Gran Turismo. It is part of a Vision Gran Turismo racing group board. So this time I might be able to do 7 laps around the track and just give it a grid start to be as usual. So this might be very good for challenging Group 1 cars to go extended much faster. But even still, I'm still trying to beat the Audi R18 second gen model, the most strongest prototype race car in the Group 1 category in GT Sport. But anyway, this will be very good for a Vision Gran Turismo Group 1 to also fulfill for the 787B's greatest dream ever. So before that, car settings will be able to check on in, and maybe this time I might be able to be reducted to be at default. So the 787B has an 8-speed transmission gear, very good to be extended much quicker for a futuristic race car, but the model design has been made in 2020 because it is very good for a new design race car of the 787B. But anyway, the 8-speed transmission is giving a lot of extended amounts, since Group X was definitely have the same thing for it, but it is definitely has a different performance. We'll have to think if I really want to have a Group X version. Alright, looks like 787B is at the 19th place. That's very good. Now let's go and let's do it for the Mazda LMP team. So it looks like this may be a different engine rotary sound effect on it, almost like the 787B from the previous Gran Turismo games for it, while probably the new engine sound on the Group C prototype race car back in 1991, of course. It has that new and improved real-life sound effect on the Mazda for it, and the LM55 also remains the same since Gran Turismo 6. Look at this futuristic LMP1 go. But even so, if anybody has a variant design that almost looks like a 787B, that looks very good for a heritage to make it quite being a good choice for it. That's the most fine rare opportunity ever yet to be succeeded for. So, looks like taking 7 laps will be getting a quite good extended start. But don't worry, I'll just make sure that this will give it a use for a variant design for it. Okay, second lap is going in, so it's just gonna keep pushing forward for it. But even so, all-wheel drive is very fast enough to keep up the distance for it. That might be getting a very good choice along with the MR drivetrain on it. So it's just going to take a little left turn, then going on the downhill straight. Just take a little quick drop on the Audi Vision Gran Turismo. Still got nothing to do, but even so, the brake balance can also work on the rear in case it might be compatible to be better used on the all-wheel drive. So let's just gonna go in and keep the gap distance to be decreased shortly. Pass on the N2025 and Hyperion 750R hybrid. Hope this horsepower can also give up for a little bit more increased speed at 6. But definitely 8 speed is quite very beyond faster. So there's the first gen Audi R18. Looks like the second gen is currently in first place. Take a little right turn. Tomahawk Group 1 is definitely currently catching up to the TSO30 hybrid, so I might be able to push forward until when I'm using the 6 speed going in for it. That might be getting a good safety fuse for it. Alright, that's better. Looks like only got 4 more to go. Try to keep up. Just make your way over to be climbed up in the first. Now, all you need to do is to do with the Porsche 919 hybrid, and then the Sauber Mercedes is currently in second place, and even so that the Audi R18 was in first. So both looks like this might be getting a good rivalry challenge between 3 different types of Group 1. Well, maybe you guys already know about the LM51 Vision Gran Turismo Group 1, and also the Group C cars are definitely getting a better rivalry race for it. Even so, I was wrong. That was the TSO50 hybrid Toyota LMP1. But I think that was the McLaren Ultimate Vision Gran Turismo was currently in first place. Well, I kind of think that was the Audi R18 second gen model. Alright, looks like I'm at the 6th lap. Currently in 3rd place, so I'm trying to keep up for it. Oops, oh man, forgot the late brake turn on it. Okay, so definitely this may be getting a little bit more tougher and intense to deal with the Audi R18. So it looks like final lap is going to be the hardest thing to do. Okay, excellent job. Now, probably just gonna go and add up the brake balance adjustment to 4. So let's see how the rear brakes can also give a little provide control. There you are. Looks like I'm getting closer in, and now it's just gonna have to make a little stopping point, and almost at it. So MR versus all-wheel drive LMP race car is going to be giving a little hard challenging for giving a little knock for kicks. Well, even so, in the matter of results, well, looks like a little hard struggle giving a little bit better for it. So, looks like first place is giving a little hard aggressive for it. But I know, I'm just trying to be very careful next time for it. So, looks like first place is definitely pretty good for the LM55 Group 1. And looks like the other one from 12th place is definitely giving a good time for it. But it also needs to do a little bit of practice for it. So, even so, looks like first place earnings summary just finally comes in first. But even so, daily workout has been complete. But I kind of think that might be it for only 2 rounds for it. But even so, I guess that there will be an extra one, might be quite giving better for it. Well, maybe it also depends on it. So, looks like, let's see which car should I receive to choose. Okay, so Ferrari 512 BB. That might be a color yellow, might be good to use. Now, probably, I might be able to do a little bit more time to do some concentration for the LM55 for it. So, looks like it's time to do some of the colors on the mileage exchange, just only for 2. So, let's just gonna use for the G2 aluminum metallic and the G3 dark flakes large to be purchased for it. So, I kind of think that 3 more to go is gonna be quite possibly to use for it. So, I really guess that part 1 of the 787B and LM55 Group 1 race is very good for it. So, in other conclusion, that I might be able to get ready for the most toughest race here until the next part for it. But don't worry folks, I'll make sure I'll do my best to get everything toughened up for it. Just only for 2 laps will be only just for kicks for it, because this will get everything prepared for the next custom race for it. Well folks, I hope you really enjoyed this custom race video. Thank you very much. So please don't forget to click like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget the links on the description down below in case if you really want to see more for it. So that also concludes for part 1 of the Mazda Rotary race car for the next round on the custom race. And I'll see you guys next time, and to be continued for this concluded race here on Gran Turismo Sport. Thank you, and have a good day, you guys. Stay awesome and stay racing.